गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीर वनचारी यमुनातीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीर वनचारी यमुनातीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री श्री राधा माधव की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 82. Krishna meets the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Verse 35. Tav atmasanam aropya bhayu bhayam parirabhya cha yashoda cha mahabhaga suta vijahatu suchaha tavatmasanam aropya bhayu bhayam parirabhya cha yashoda cha mahabhaga suta vijahatu suchaha tavatmasanam aropya bhayu bhayam parirabhya cha yashoda cha mahabhaga suta vijahatu suchaha Shoda cha mahabhaga masanam aropya bhavyam parirabhya cha Mataji. Avatma sanamaru. Atmasanam aropya yashoda cha mahabhaga suta vija. Word to word meaning. Tau, the two of them. Atmasanam, onto their laps. Aropya, raising. Bahubhyam, with their arms. Parirabhya, embracing. Cha, and. Yashoda, Mother Yashoda. Cha, also. Mahabhaga, saintly. Sutau, their sons. Vijahatuhu, they gave up. Suchaha, their sorrow. Translation and purport by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Raising their two sons onto their laps and holding them in their arms, Nanda and saintly Mother Yashoda forgot their sorrow. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains that after the initial embraces and obeisances, Vasudeva led Nanda and Yashoda into his tent as they held the hands of Krishna and Balram. Following them inside were Rohini, other women and men of Raja, and a number of attendants, Inside, Nanda and Yashoda took the two boys on their laps, despite having heard the glories of the two lords of Dwarka, and despite seeing these opulences now before their eyes. Nanda and Yashoda looked upon them as if they were still their 8-year-old children. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurate Vise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Opesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarurbhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada in the Krishna book says that this pastime is a very touching incident where all of them are meeting together after a long duration, and all of them have a history together related to Krishna, where they went through a very inconvenient period, suffered a lot of inconveniences by Kamsa, his atrocities, and so much fear they were living that Vasudeva had to send his own children to Vrindavan for their safety. So, it's mentioned that when Nanda Baba and Yashoda Mai, they saw Krishna and Balram. Krishna and Balram, after seeing them after so long time, and they were elderly, so they were going to offer their obeisances by touching their feet. But before they did that, Nanda and Yashoda, they holded them and embraced them. Didn't allow them to touch their feet because it was not proper, and they were just embracing them, and they didn't let them go. To their full satisfaction, they were embracing them. To their heart's content, they were embracing them. And after that, it's mentioned here that these two boys were not boys, they were married adults who had children and grandchildren. And when they went inside the tent, they placed them on their lap. They're just like a small boy, a small baby. Make them sit on their lap. And they are kings. They're not like the ordinary person. They are kings of Dwarka. But even after seeing so much opulence and so much like Aishwarya, they didn't get attracted. For them, they were still small boys. Why? Because out of love, parents, they can't see their child has grown up. He has become adult, he has become man. They still love their child like he's still toddler, small, dependent on them. But we see pastimes in Bhagavatam where children who were made to sit there on the lap and they were pushed away. We see in the pastime of Dhruv Maharaj, he was trying to climb on the lap of his father and he was pulled down. Like a child has a right to sit on the father's lap. like it's the way to show affection. It's a way of reciprocating love. And was pulled on by whom? Stepmother. Like already it's like there is always enviousness, mother and stepmother, but still she showed that, and in front of everyone, to make a point that this boy doesn't deserve to be on the lap. And she said further that you need to be born from my womb to become eligible to sit on the lap of the king. When I hear this pastime, I remember one incident when one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, he went to one Goswami temple and was taking darshan, was seeing the opulence, how they were doing the arti and everything. And he got attracted, like such nicely they're doing pujari and everything service. And the pujari saw that he is getting attracted. He said, you want to do this? But you have to take birth again. You do bhakti now, then you will get a chance to become a Goswami and do service in the altar. And he went back and he shared this thing with Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada said, after hearing this, tell that person that he has to take birth so many times to become a devotee in ISKCON. To become a devotee in ISKCON, you have to take so many births doing pujari, then he will become a devotee in ISKCON. So this is the thing. Bhakti is more potent. So Dhruva Maharaj was thrown away, and then we see how much difficulties he went through. He went for tapasya at the age of 5-year-old boy. And then he wanted to take revenge from his mother, stepmother, and the step-brother also. And then we know what happened. One more pastime where we see Prahlad Maharaj was made to sit on the lap of Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was showing affection this time. Huh? Oh my boy, what are you learning in the school? Tell me something, share with me something. Like the king is busy, right? And he's a demonic king, so he was more busy in trying to get rid of Krishna, his opulences. So somehow he got time and he made the son sit on his lap, embracing with love. And it was real. But when Prahlad Maharaj said, oh, Krishna is God and we should worship him, after hearing this, Hiranyakashipu just threw him away, pushed him down. Like he was so regretting that he made him sit. He was so angry that he wanted to kill his own son. And he attempted so many times. But what to do? Nothing happened. Prahlad Maharaj was always remembering in whatever situation he was, fearful or normal. He was always focused on Krishna and he was always protected. He was already on the lap of the Lord. The Lord didn't have to be there to make him sit. He was already there. And when it was too much, Lord Narasimha came out of the pillar and then he made Hiranyakashipu sit on his lap and did the job. Ended his life, took his life and then threw him away. Okay, now go. But he was so angry that he was not able to he was not getting pacified. All the demigods gathered, Lakshmi ji gathered, and Lakshmi ji got scared. Like, who is this? He's my Swami. So fearful that I cannot approach him. Then everybody pushed Prahlad Maharaj, you are the reason for his anger. Now go and pacify him. And when he went there, offered his obeisances, Lord Narasimha Dev took Prahlad Maharaj on his lap. And we have the deity in Germany, I think so, Simachalam. Prahlad Maharaj is sitting on the lap of Narasimha Dev. And Narasimha Dev was licking the head of Prahlad Maharaj and embracing him, showing him the affection that you are always protected, my son, you are always protected. So sitting on the laps shows that you have protection. But we are sitting on the lap of Maya. Willingly we are sitting in the lap of Maya and leaving the protection of Krishna. And Maya is a witch. She says, oh, you are on my lap, but she wants to kill you. We know the witch Putna. She went to kill Krishna. Krishna was on the lap of Yashoda Mai. She requested Yashoda Mai, give me your boy on my lap. I will feed him. He will become more stronger. And she took, and what she did, she was trying to poison him. But Krishna took her life and then gave her the higher position to become mother. So that's the thing, that we willingly want to sit in the lap of Maya by not maintaining our focus on Krishna. Krishna bhuliya jiv bhoga vancha kare. Nikat se Maya japatiya dhare. She is eagerly waiting for you to forget Krishna. So it's our duty, because once you start devotional service, bhakti, you have started a war against Maya. You can never be like slack. Too much service, now I want off. Today is my day off. Off from Mangalarti, off from Bhagavatam, on for Prasadam. That can't go. Always on for Prasadam. That will be there. But off from everything. Chanting, tired, we'll do later, and later it goes to the next day. And then it becomes a usual ritual to delay and not to chant. Then Maya is there. It said, when you're not chanting your rounds, you are in ICU, intense critical unit. You need to be alert that you are able to chant your rounds. So mind has a tendency to get slack, to say, you did so much service, Prabhu, you deserve this. You deserve off. But Maya, she is always engaged. She's doing her thankless job by taking care of those souls who are not Krishna conscious. So that's why satatam kirtayanto mam. Continuous engagement in glorifying Krishna, in hearing Krishna, and by that will be protected. Srila Prabhupada says in the Krishna book that if our minds are always engaged in Krishna, then they will be automatically freed from all material activities. So if you want to get free from Maya, Maya means doing materialistic activities, which means the center is my sense gratification. How to get rid of that? By always fixing your mind on Krishna. But our mind is fixed on everything except Krishna. Why? Because not associating with devotees. When we talk about associating with devotees, not mean like, how are you? Kya chal raha hai? Everything good. No, association means you hear from them about Krishna. Talk about service related to Krishna. Try to refine the service related to Krishna. Do much more better festival than last time. More better. This is the whole focus that should be there when you associate with devotees. Not Grama Katha and Prajalpa. You know? Yes, I don't know. Please tell me. And they tell everything except Krishna. So, we should be very careful. Where do we engage our ears? What is going in, then it will come out. So that's why we should be very careful, and we should have proper filter, which is intelligence. Am I being engaged properly in Krishna's service? By hearing about Him, by talking about it. Am I really doing service? Am I chanting attentively, or am I just finishing the beats? We need to be conscious. So first be conscious, and then we can say that we are Krishna conscious. We need to be conscious what we are doing. Where are we going? What was the purpose of our joining the movement? Are we still with that purpose? The purpose has gone or it has changed. So we need to be very conscious, and then we can save ourselves. We can save ourselves from this Maya. Which Maya? So Putna, when she took Krishna from Yashoda Mai's lap, it was a shock for the mother. A witch trying to kill my son. Like, you ask any parent, such an experience will make a lasting impression on the heart. Oh, anyone can come and kill my child. And that's why she was always in anxiety. Where is Krishna? Oh, the monkeys can harm him, cows can hurt him, and so many things. Thorns can touch his lotus feet. She was always in anxiety. Always in anxiety. But that was okay. Krishna was going, taking care of demons and coming back. That was manageable. That distress was manageable. But what was not manageable? When Krishna was taken away by the cruel Akrura. Akrura. He took away Krishna from that. If you read Bhagavatam, description is very, very melting your heart. Because the sorrow melted the stones there. It was such a scene that they all came and wanted Krishna not go. But Akrura took Krishna away, and that was the most distressful thing that happened to them. So, Akrura took them in the chariot, and devotees are bringing back Krishna in the chariot through Rath Yatra. This Rath Yatra festival is very significant, and this chariot is also very significant, that we want Krishna back to Vrindavan. We want Krishna back in our heart. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami. Please always be there in my vision. Please always be there in my heart. So this is the whole mood that we celebrate Jagannath Rath Yatra. And everybody is very eager to take back the Lord. Today is the 5th day, Hera Panchami. Hera Panchami means to see the Lord. And Lord is in the Aishwarya, he is with Lakshmi ji, and when he is leaving Puri, he promises, I will just go for one day and will come back. Don't panic. But Lord is more, what we say, lucky. Now we have smartphone. If you go for 1 minute outside, you get the call. Where are you? You promised 30 minutes. And it's like 30 years. Come back. So this is the whole scene. But no, Lord was lucky. He was surrounded by his devotees and they took him. And on the 5th day, it's too much. Lakshmi ji herself, she went to Gundicha to take hands into her own matter, and with her servants, she attacked the servants of Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, and forced Jagannath to come back. But somehow, Jagannath took care of the anger, but still it was not enough. Back, she broke some chariot, she broke some few pieces of the chariot. This is the whole ritual which is happening today, where they are both fighting and they are abusing each other, this and that. So those who are lucky, they can go and see that. But we are here also. We are also lucky by hearing these pastimes, this whole incident. So yes, everyone is eager to have the Lord back. But when the Lord goes to Vrindavan, it's said that this ritual, which is called Pahandi Jatra. Pahandi Jatra. It's like, people might think that these carriers are carrying the Lord. But you ask the carriers, they say, no, we are not carrying the Lord. We are just holding the Lord, and this Lord is taking us here and there. He's his own ecstasy. In ecstasy of what? He's going back to Vrindavan. Because when the Lord is in Dwarka, he's always remembering Vrindavan. The queens are complaining. Krishna is sleeping, and what is he doing? He's calling the names of the gopis. Like it's a shock for a wife, calling other women's name. And this is what Krishna is doing. He's on the bed and he's calling and remembering all the gopis, calling all the names. And this sometimes increases his fever. He's sick and nothing is helping. Nothing is helping. Then Narad Muni comes, says, oh, there is only one cure. You bring the Vraja Dhuli, the dust from the lotus feet of the devotees of Vrindavan. And who are the topmost devotees? The gopis. So you go there. But to give the dust of your feet on the Lord's head is the greatest sin, right? You cannot place your feet on the Lord. Like it's a greatest sin. But say, we don't care. We don't care. You take it. We are ready to rot in hell. But our Krishna should be proper. He should be healthy. Nothing should happen to our Krishna. So Krishna always remembers them. He never forgets them. Because devotees are always engaged in his service. So in this ecstasy, when he comes down, he comes out of the Puri temple, he's in ecstasy. And he's going here. He can't hold himself. And what the pandas are doing, they are just taking care of him so that he doesn't falls down. They're not taking him front. Lord Jagannath is going in his own mood. And we see when in the Rath Yatra and Jagannath wants to stop, he stops. You bring elephants, you bring the wrestlers, you bring everyone. The Lord won't move. He will make sure that he won't move because he wants to reciprocate with his devotees. So, in this mood when the Lord is there, he is so much merciful that he allows the devotees to take care of him. Krishna is self-satisfied. He doesn't need anyone. He is not dependent on anyone. He is like, what's the Sanskrit word? He is self-satisfied? He is Atmaram. He doesn't need anyone for his pleasure. But the Lord allows his devotees by seeing their devotion. And there is one ritual like Niladri Bije. Right? Niladri Bije, when the Rath has reached Gundicha, and then singing this song, Ahi, Ahe Nila Sahila, glorifying the pastimes of the Lord. And I was seeing the video, they are like swinging the Lord, bringing the Lord to sleep. And it's so intimate, like, you know, like the only qualification for them is devotion. From which kul they are born, not important. Was a caste, not important. Was the color, not important. Only one thing, devotion. And the Lord is swinging like this, sleeping in the lap of these devotees. So yeah, this is the whole mood of the devotees. They love Krishna. And Krishna also doesn't fail to reciprocate. Krishna is called Achyuta. He never fails to observe or see any small service done by his devotees. Any small service done by anyone for Krishna or his devotees, Krishna always remember. Today is also the disappearance day of Vakreshwar Pandit. Vakreshwar Pandit was one of the prominent dancer in the group of Mahaprabhu, and he had a capacity to dance for 72 hours. It means like 3 days. We dance for 1 hour, we are sweating and like, ho gaya, pani do, give me water. I'm dehydrated. And he is dancing for 72 hours continuously with the same spirit. Not going down, always up, going up and up. And Mahaprabhu says to him, you are one of my wings. If I have one more like you, I will be flying. So Mahaprabhu calls Vakreshwar Pandit like this. And Vakreshwar Pandit delivered Devanand Pandit. Devanand Pandit was famous for reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. So he was so much scholar that everybody used to come to hear. And Shivas Pandit also came to hear Bhagavatam from him. And when he was hearing the pastime, Shivas Pandit went into ecstasy. And he was crying and howling. And the disciples of Devanand Pandit said, this guy disturbing our Guru's katha, we should take care of him. And they holded him, lifted him, and threw him away. So what's the point of reading Bhagavatam if you cannot understand who is Bhagavat? There is two types of Bhagavatam. Granth Bhagavat and Bhakta Bhagavat. So Srivas Acharya was one of them, but they offended him. And Devanand Pandit didn't say anything. He was busy in reciting Bhagavatam. He allowed. And that's why he got the reaction of the offense and he got leprosy. His own flesh was melting. Some insects were taking the flesh. Worms were eating his flesh. And he was into so much suffering. And he went to Mahaprabhu. Please deliver me. You are patita pavana. Please help me. I am patit. And Mahaprabhu says, you rascal, if you ask me, I want you to suffer like this for millions of lifetime. And he said, Namo Mahavadannaya. But why Mahaprabhu reacted like this? Because he offended his devotee. So Devanand Pandit was suffering. Vakreshwar Pandit came to one village and he was dancing and singing. And he was in own mood like a madman. And villagers, we know, they like to tease. They like to trouble when someone is dancing like this. And they were troubling Vakreshwar Pandit. Devanand Pandit went there, holded a stick and took care of all these disturbing people. He made sure that Vakreshwar Pandit dances nicely and he glorifies. And he did some service for Vakreshwar Pandit. And when Vakreshwar Pandit came into consciousness, he said to Devanand Pandit, Krishna Bhakti Hauk, let you get Krishna Bhakti. And then after that, after doing this little service to devotee of Lord Krishna, when Mahaprabhu came back, then Mahaprabhu gave mercy to Devanand Pandit. And then he got cured. So that Krishna is Achyuta. He never fails to observe any small service that we do. So it's not about what's the quantum. Yeah, quantum is good, but what's your bhav? What's your mood when you're doing service? I always tell that share one pastime that when we were new bhakta, we never like to clean temple after devotees go away, like visitors go away. It's a mess. So sometimes our head used to push us, you do it. We used to push again and again so that our ego goes away. And we used to do grudgingly. This nonsense guy always engages us in service. He is lazy, and he always engages me. So I'm cleaning the temple. Superficially, it looks like I'm cleaning. So lucky. But what's my mood? Criticizing, abusing the devotee. So it's not about the external, it's more about the internal. What's your mood when you're doing the service? Bhav grahi janardana. And this is the mood we need to be focusing upon. Or need to be conscious of. Oh, not to go for fame. Nice kirtan, nice katha, very good. So many followers, so many likes, that's okay. But for whom you are singing, for whom you are glorifying, or whom you are glorifying, that's more important. And that's the mood that we need to carry. That's the mood of a devotee. So this is what Vakreshwar Pandit was doing. He was not going for fame. He was dancing just to glorify Krishna. And Mahaprabhu says that Vakreshwar Pandit's heart is personal abode of Krishna. And in that heart, Krishna is dancing. And when Krishna dances, he also dances. And Krishna never stops by seeing the devotion. That's why it goes continuously. So sometimes devotees, they attract people through their dancing. Sometimes devotees attract people to their kirtan. And today is also December's day of His Grace, Rasparayan Prabhu, by whose kirtan people were in ecstasy. They forget what's their position, from where they came. When they were in temple hall and when they were in the kirtan, they used to dance, they used to jump. Sometimes when we are traveling, like driving a car, and you feel sleepy, so we have few kirtaniyas. When you play them, you don't feel sleepy anymore. So Rasparayan Prabhu is one of them. His Holiness Kadam Swami Maharaj is one of them. When you play the kirtan and you are awake, oh, now you can write for 1-2 hours more. Because they are inspiring, and because they are inspired with bhakti. Not show off. Sometimes people think, oh, if I sing a tune like Rasparayan Prabhu, oh, I will attract. But it's not that the tune attracted, it's the mood which attracted people's heart. Because Krishna is present within people's heart, everyone's heart. And when Paramatma sees that this devotee is trying to please me, he attracts. He asks us, go and participate in this. It's not a tune, it's the mood that we are chanting. And from the start, he was glorifying Krishna through kirtan. In the initial days, he used to have a moving van, where he used to have a whole altar set up. And on the sidewalks of New York, he used to do kirtan. And it was a whole temple. Somehow it was not able to continue, and he came back and he started. It was already there, but not steady. Devotees struggled a lot to maintain the 24-hour kirtan. Srila Prabhupada said to one of the managers that time, devotees should have 24-hour kirtan here. So the managers planned, and he said, Prabhupada, when devotees from outside come, I will request them that they chant for 1 hour minimum. Prabhupada said, not request, tell them they have to chant 1 hour kirtan. Tell them. So it was so important for Srila Prabhupada. And when His Grace Rasparayan Prabhu came, he made it possible. He fulfilled the desire of Srila Prabhupada. And this is what we should learn. Tune is okay. That's nice. But most important is the mood by which the devotees are serving their Guru and Krishna. And this inspiration we must have in our life. And when we have that, then we can please Krishna. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado. When we please Guru, then we can please Krishna. Not by jumping. We are not Mayavadis. Mayavadis want to overcome. They just take help of the ladder. They think they are up and they throw away the ladder. Once Srila Prabhupada was in Mayapur on his morning walk, and they were passing through different fields, and there was a huge gap in between two fields. And Bhavananda Prabhu, that time Maharaj, he crossed over and he offered his hand. The Srila Prabhupada took the help and he crossed over. So Srila Prabhupada took the hand, he crossed over, and then once he crossed over, he pushed Bhavananda Prabhu away. And Bhavananda Prabhu was shocked, like, did I committed any offense, or my hand is sticky or something, or dirty? Like, why Prabhupada did that? And Prabhupada just went away, and he went ahead. And Bhavananda Prabhu approached, Prabhupada, did I committed any offense? Like, something, I committed a mistake? And Prabhupada started laughing. He said, this is what Mayavadis does. They take help of Guru and they throw away Guru. They take help of Krishna and they want to become Krishna. That's the whole mood of Mayavadis. But no, we should not be like that. Vaishnavas are not like that. Or Vaishnavas should be not like that. We have this beautiful arrangement where we can hear Krishna Katha. And it's beautiful because we have beautiful devotees here. Otherwise, yeah, okay, altar is there, but there are no devotees. There are no devotees to sing. How it will be? It won't be the same. Jagannath Yatra during COVID, how it was? Dry. No one was there. But when devotees are there, it's whole packed. There is not even a space for a needle to stand there. It's so packed over each other. So this is the mood of a devotee which changes the atmosphere. And when we are in that association, we get purified. By associating with devotees who are senior to us, we develop their mood of service. And that's the whole essence of taking association of devotees. And then we can do bhajan kriya. Sadhu Sangha. That's called Sadhu Sangha. So first we must have initial faith, Shraddha. Okay, this is something nice. Okay, Krishna is nice, but then you have to associate to strengthen that faith, and then you can do bhajan kriya. Oh, I don't need devotees. My japmala is here. I am initiated. Second initiation, I have everything, achieved everything. I'll do on my own. No, you will be in Maya on your own. You won't be in Krishna consciousness. You will be in your own bubble, so-called bubble of Krishna consciousness. And then Maya will come with the pin and burst it away. So that's why stay with devotees. They will correct you. Oh Prabhu, you're nonsense. Yes Prabhu, I'm nonsense. If you say you are nonsense, then one enemy added to the list, and then you will say he is also nonsense. Second enemy, you are also nonsense. Third enemy, and I am the best. We say sarva upadhi vinir muktam. And we add one more upadhi to ourselves. Oh, I am the best devotee. I am the best singer. I am the best class giver. But no. The whole mood is to develop only one upadhi. I am the servant of Krishna and his devotees. And this is what we learn by hearing Bhagavatam, by hearing about the great devotees. And this pastime where Krishna is meeting all the inhabitants is a very touching pastime, because they went through so much atrocities. And all of them were there. The Vishnus were there, the Yadavas were there, I think the Pandavas were also there. And they all wanted to hear the pastime of Krishna. So when we say Lord Jagannath, how that form came up? By hearing the situation of by hearing the devotion of the Vrindavan Vasis. When Krishna left, they were already in what we say, it was like they were corpse, like dead bodies. But they were alive, but in dead body. Nothing was nice. But they were always engaged in the service, always remembering the service. When they heard Krishna, when he heard that, he went into ecstasy and his form changed. And that's the form that we have as Lord Jagannath, as Baldev and Subhadra. And recently, before yesterday, we had Rath Yatra in Alvar. It was the first Rath Yatra, and we were only 12, 15 volunteers. We thought, what will happen? Not many people will participate. But when we went there, thousands of people were there. Thousands of people were there. So we did little endeavor, but Krishna made it much more bigger. And I was there for last 2 days, before the Rath Yatra, and it was hot like anything. It was I was sweating like anything. But on the day of Rath Yatra, it rained from morning and it stopped at 4 p.m. When the Rath Yatra was about to start, it stopped. And the whole atmosphere was like that. We are next to the ocean. Alvar is in Rajasthan, there is no ocean there, but the whole atmosphere was that cool breeze, nice atmosphere, no sweating, only cool breeze, that you are in Puri. And throughout the whole Rath Yatra, no rainfall. No rainfall. Then we were worried that prasadam will be there, thousands of devotees will come. It might disturb, the rain might disturb. No rain in the evening also, no rain in the night. The prediction in the software, it all went wrong. It all went wrong. And we did our best, and Krishna took care of the rest. So this is what we must do. And these festivals are so important. They help us to fix our mind on Krishna. Oh, so much money is needed. Oh, so much arrangement is needed. It gives you anxiety. It gives you distress. But that's nice distress. That's welcoming, because it helps you to remember Krishna. And this is the whole essence, what we say, the basic principle of Krishna consciousness. Krishna and never to forget him. So these festivals that we are doing everywhere, it's the whole essence is that only. So tomorrow we have Rath Yatra in Bharatpur. Then on 4th we have Rath Yatra in Dholpur. Hope so next year we will have one more into the list, so that it goes continuously. And the deities are going through Vrindavan only. Krishna is going there, giving them the mercy. And it's such nice that devotees from Vrindavan are engaged in such great service and winning people's heart. We received so many nice messages from the people from Alvar that we have never ever seen such a big festival, such a beautiful festival. Because once I attended there one so-called yatra there, and these people, what they were doing, they were having, it was Parshuramji yatra there, they were having DJ They called us to do Harinam, and they gave us a small speaker. And for themselves, they had a big speaker, huge speaker, and they were playing DJ. And the whole crowd is dancing in the DJ. And how many crowd was there? 50 only. And somehow we devotees were chanting Hare Krishna, and we struggled, like how much loud you can chant. But we did our part. We contributed to the yatra. But when we did our yatra, phew, it was crazy. Only one thing, Hare Krishna mantra. Sufficient enough. There is a nice big circle in the center of the city. It's a huge, like 30, 40 feet tall. The whole circle was covered by people. They are waiting 1-2 hours for the Rath to arrive. And when the Rath arrived, they all showered for flower petals on the Rath. So this is the mood. We don't have to do anything else to please Krishna. Just follow the Acharya. Just follow the Acharya. If you follow the Acharya, then you are protected. Otherwise, when you don't follow the Acharya, then you need to deviate to maintain yourself. But if you follow the Acharya, you get maintained. Once I went few places, I saw that people, when they deviate from the words of their Acharya, they struggle to maintain the temple, they struggle to maintain everything. So that's why Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitita Kariya Akya Arna Kariho Mane Asha. No other desire, only one desire, to serve Guru. And this is the mood that we develop from Mangal Arati and try to maintain throughout the day by hearing again and again instructions and corrections. And this is how we maintain. And this is how we will remember Krishna. And by remembering Krishna, our stone-hearted heart, stone-like heart, will melt. And then we will get some ecstasy. And then when we hear about Krishna, we will cry like the Vrindavan Vasis. And then we can go, what we say, back to Godhead. Thank you. Hare Krishna. It's early, but what to do? This is what I can speak. So any questions or any comments, we can take that now. Then we have a nice festival in Goshala from 10 a.m. Yeah. So any questions? Or anything you want to add to this? Or eager for Mahaprasadi Govinde? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My question is that who is Subhadra Maharani?
What we hear, she is sister of Krishna and Balram.
Is she goddess Durga?
She is Shakti Tattva, and the source of Shakti Tattva is Radharani, and from there Lakshmi Ji and other Shaktis come. The source is Srimati Radharani, but they have different forms for different purposes. So Subhadra is that. Thank you. Anything else? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thanks for a wonderful class. My question is like, normally, many times these questions arise, but still the satisfaction is not there. The mood swing is so much, we cannot maintain the mood. Always remember Krishna, that is not possible. So how can we improve this? What should be done so that energy level, as said, Gurus, whatever Guru Maharaj, as my Guru Maharaj always be enthusiastic, be too pleased and everything. But that enthusiasm is not there. So how can I improve it?
Srila Prabhupada says that impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. So Srila Prabhupada has made it possible by creating this society, this wonderful temple, where you have 24-hour kirtan. So it's always available. You just need to come in temple. Then, if you are in temple, you will see devotees who are engaged in service. Then you also want to do service. So if you have service in your life, that means you have mercy in your life of Guru and Krishna. If you don't have service, it means there is some problem. So we should be very eager to serve the devotees, whatever way we can. So by that we can maintain the enthusiasm. Because, okay, sometimes we might lack. It happens, right? You said mood swing. Okay, yeah. Okay, mood swing. We don't want to do that. But there will be one devotee who is very eager to do that. You stay with that. Because Krishna consciousness is very contagious. It's very enthusiastic. If you stay with an enthusiastic person, you will be sure be enthusiastic. Just like if you come in Sandhya Arati. So, devotees are dancing. When you see them dancing, you will definitely want to dance. And when you dance, you forget all your struggle. We might say, this 4 principles so difficult to follow. This one particular is so difficult to follow. Okay, but and dancing in kirtan, do you remember your struggle in following the 4 regulative principles? You are enthusiastic, you are in ecstasy. How will you remember your struggle? So by staying with devotees who are enthusiastic in service, by in the temple mood, you can maintain your enthusiasm. So as a grahastha, what to do? Okay, you make your house a temple. This is what we have to do. Things which are important in a devotee circle must be important there also. Okay, here, no mobile, only Bhagavatam. And you go back into a room. Whew. So then, it's serious. So there should be someone, you rascal. What are you doing? To correct you. But if your well-wisher around you say, my dear husband, so hard you are working for us. Okay, enjoy. Then it will be difficult. So you should have a devotee association around you, which can check you, which can inspire you, or we can say which can correct your consciousness. Then you can maintain it. Otherwise, on your own, it's very difficult. So grahastha ashram means you are surrounded with devotees, and that's our protection. DD's photos everywhere, Hare Krishna Kirtan, Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan always ringing, you chanting, you don't discuss anything else except Krishna. Try to minimize others' topics. No other shelter than Krishna, no bank balance guarantee, no job guarantee, only one guarantee, Krishna is always there, Harinam is always there. So that faith will come automatically when you are surrounded by such an atmosphere. So that's the only thing I can say. I'm also struggling, I'm protected. But when we have devotees around you who can correct you, then you are protected. But when there is no one in your life to correct you, then you are in a very, very disastrous position. You have no one to correct you, or devotees don't want to correct you, because we are such a nonsense. Then you are gone. You are gone. So we should be very thankful to devotees who correct us, and we should be appreciating devotees who glorify us. Krishna's willing, I am able to do that. Krishna's mercy, I am able to do that. With that mood, you can maintain your consciousness. So it will go up and down. We are still affected by 3 modes. But by being conscious and taking care of our surrounding, we will be able to overcome that. Mām-eva prapadante maya-metam tarantite. That's the whole thing. Hare Krishna. Anything else? We have 2-3 minutes more. Okay, thank you. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hare Krishna.